Hello there, only one Kenobi here, only one. We are rolling, and I want to, before I begin this video, apologise to Daniel Chart who sent me this. This is like fan mail, this. I don't have a PO box or anything. I don't really like giving out my address, but this is a guy who reached out and offered this. I can't wait to see what it is. I know what it is, but he's put other things in there, and I haven't seen it in the flesh. But join me, won't you? I just got to apologise to him. He sent me this. I've had this for like nearly a fortnight. It's ridiculous because the reason I've not opened it is because I wanted to preserve my reaction when I opened it. Preserve it, you know, because I wasn't ready to place what's in here in my loose room. So it sounds ridiculous and it's a bit rude almost, you know. I'm really sorry. Daniel paid for, you know, the best delivery as well, you know, guaranteed and all that, which was still, you know, it's not wasted. At least it got here in one piece. But I'm really sorry, Daniel, that I've taken so long to open it, but we are here now. I've made it. And, actually, have a look inside. I was going to put it on wide angle, but I just figured, you know, I can do it on the normal view. Let's go in now. Oh yeah. Sorry about the mess in here. What is in here, man? It should be a Tusken Raider hut. One of their teepees that he's made himself, which looked amazing in the pictures he sent me, but oh wow, it's in here. Awesome. And there's something else there. What is this? He said he was going to include a bar section because my one broke, which came with, what was his name now? I've forgotten his name. I'm going to have to sit down, excuse me. Yes, that's an ironing board. I'm going to get this back on here, excuse me. Whoop. The gaps on the wall there, figures I've been reviewing. I had the name of that guy just on the tip of my tongue then. Not Mosseb Bin Ed, that's another Cantina patron. Ellis Hellrot, get in there. Ellis Hellrot. So thank you for that. Should we get that open first and preserve the tension for the main dish? Tension? Did I say tension? And I meant, you know, the anticipation. Should have brought scissors. And this is the wrong knife as well to use. This is very kind, man. He said about this a while ago, so I appreciate it. That's really cool, man. Thank you so much. I mean, the other one kind of still works, so I might even just try and have a double end section, you know? It's really kind of him, though. Very good. Put that together. Very good indeed. Oh, this is how I broke the last one. Do you know what? I'm not doing that on camera. I'm not breaking that again. Sure, it'll be all right, though. Now, the big fella. You can't see what I'm doing here, but you don't really need to. But this is going to be all right. It's going to be fantastic. There is a bottom section as well. Excuse me. Right down there. Kind of like a sandy floor for Tatooine, which is good. My plan was, and the reason why this review is late is because I've been rearranging my loose figure room, which is obviously not in here. This is my carded room. But tell you what I'm going to do is lower this down a bit like that. My loose room, I've added a few new shelves, and I've got my figures set out in chronology, in chronological order, right? So I have from prequels to sequels, but I have specific shelves I want to make as well, you know? A shelf dedicated to Tusken culture and Tatooine. I've just had a dewback delivered today as well, which is really good. I'm going to be very careful how I open this. I should have brought scissors. What else was I going to do? I was going to have a shelf dedicated to First Order. You know, expanded universe and stuff like that. But wow, look at this. That is awesome. That's just as good, man, as it looked in the photographs you sent me. That's really sturdy as well. So he's made that out of plaster and you know, obviously something else. I'd love him to drop in the comments, and I'll pin his comment, you know, how he's made it and some of the details. Also, I'll leave a link to can I leave you a link to his, I don't think he has like a specific Facebook page. You might have an Instagram, I don't know, but that's amazing. In a minute, I'm going to cut and I'm going to go and get the Tuskens. Or actually, I'll put it on the shelf with my Tuskens. And let's have a look at the base. Now, he said that the proportions of the base will match perfectly. See, that's all been... Look at the texture of that. That's so good how you've done that. Sorry, I'm just talking here. You can't see what I'm talking about, but patience. Patience? Soon you will see it. Let's go in on this now. Look at that. That's really nice, isn't it? You can get the colour right. Sometimes the phone that I use will lock onto the wrong sort of source of colour or whatever, I don't know. If I put that on here, it's really nice though, isn't it? Look at that. Those details as well. I've got newfound respect for Tuskens. I used to write them off as how they were described in Attack of the Clones as vicious, mindless monsters. 4 of us went out after her. 4 of us came back. I can't remember what he said. With my leg, I couldn't last any longer. I couldn't ride anymore. Where are you going? To find my mother. Your mother's dead, son. Accepted. But anyway, Tuskens, and I read that book as well, the visual dictionary about Tuskens, and they were saying how, you know, no one could enter their camps and stuff. It was only a Jedi or someone with the stealth ability of Anakin could get in, and they would kill anyone on sight. So they just sounded like really like people you did not even, you know, that you would never be able to reason with. But look at the Mandalorian, these guys, you can negotiate with them, you can work with them. So I like the fact that they aren't what they were sort of depicted as being. And it made them seem a little more scary in A New Hope after you watched the Attack of the Clones. But still, this is awesome, Daniel. Thank you so much for sending me this. Again, you know, I don't have a P.O. box or anything like that. So your fan mail is a rare thing that comes my way, but this is amazing. And it's a pleasure and an honor to review it and showcase it on this channel, man. So for everyone else's enjoyment. So what I'll do now is I'm going to leave here and go and put it with the others in the loose room. Don't go away. Join me. Won't you? Boom. And here we are as we go into the loose figure room. Whoop, and there it is. This is the shelf. But you know, this looks amazing and it sets off these figures, but I'm going to put it on a different shelf. So these are the ones that I was going to do for specific things. There's a Maul tribute, Tuskens. This was Empire. I was going to have a First Order. This stuff's going to get shifted soon. This is Rogue One stuff. It was just a Rogue One shelf, and I think I put Rebels next to it. I'm going to put that at the beginning of A New Hope now, because I added these new shelves last weekend. That's just clutter at the bottom there. I was going to move everything down. I found a new place for my Rebel stuff. So Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones, Clone Wars, Revenge of the Sith, and then this new shelf. Well, actually, this that's not a new shelf. The one at the top was, but now I put Solo there and Rebels here. And then in the middle, which would be about right, to put Starkiller. So that's still chronology. What I'm thinking of doing was this up here. Haven't finished. I just put a few out there because it was empty. I was going to put up there Expanded Universe, but that's a big shelf, that. So given that I have just received that off Daniel today, I am going to go with my original plan A, which was to make the top shelf like a wild Tatooine thing because I need more space. This is okay, but the thing is, today I have just acquired this. So that's the dewback. I'm glad I've got that version of it as well. So here's the plan. I was going to have Bantha with Tuskens, dewback with Sand Troopers, and maybe a Ronto with Jawas, but I haven't got a Ronto yet. I don't even know if I'm going to get a Ronto, but most importantly, boom, I've got this to open. I know that isn't from Tatooine, but I've got to put him somewhere. I might even put him at the top of there, keep him separate. And then here will just be Bantha, Ronto, and dewback with the Tusken tent. The only thing that I'm just speaking my mind here about what I've got in in mind for the plan, but the only thing that concerns me is that I wanted it to be in chronology, so that being expanded universe and ancient Sith that leads into Phantom Menace is in order, but it doesn't really matter. The top shelf could be dedicated to just a themed shelf, just like these are themed here. Just get my Tusken stuff there, but anyway, end of the day, this is amazing. The only sad thing was that it didn't fit. This didn't fit. But that doesn't matter. I might change again how I have things on the top of this arcade machine. I've got a few vehicles there. You see, I've got the Star Tours Star Speeder, and that is in scale with this smaller version of the Falcon, which is one of my favourite incarnations of the Falcon from Solo. Oh my god, that's so dusty. I'm going to get away from that immediately. Yeah, I've got the... you see, the Rancor could be in the proximity of this. That would work. But anyway, the world is my oyster. I'll figure it out. And when I do, there will be an updated tour coming. So thank you very much, Daniel. It means so much that you have sent that to me. And also a shout out to Lillian, Daniel's daughter as well, who watches the channel. So thank you very much. And, you know, as we pan across here now, this is the New Hope shelf of mine, leading on into the cantina there. These fellas, you see, I'll keep a couple of them on here, but I'm hoping to get them with the dewback on the Tatooine new shelf. I think it's going to go up there, to be honest. And as for these fellas here, Jawas, love them. I've got so many as well. We were blessed in the UK at the Entertainer. We got a lot of Jawas, and I've got, you know, more of them, so I can open them and have them by a Ronto. My mate Mike is swearing by this Ronto. He says, you've got to get it, Nick. So I will get it in the fullness of time. These shelves also here are better because they're taller. There's more of a depth, height, so they can get taller things like the Bantha in there. But I can't wait to see how I'm going to figure this out, man. It's going to be great. This is something else that came today, and the reason I bought that was because I do have a Starfighter that's Obi-Wan's. This figure here, I want him stood by this, so I can't wait to review that and open that. That will be really soon. Awesome. Thank you so much for watching. This has been Only One Kenobi. Only one. Out.